For people who have paintings or something that is maybe an existing photograph that they want to duplicate, either to share with their family and friends or they need it for insurance purposes, we get a lot of that. We offer a service called digital capture. And for instance, this is a painting that came in, it's an original, and they want to duplicate it. So the first step is a digital capture. We take it into our studio upstairs. We have it set up with light balance lights on either side so that you're not getting a lot of shadows. It's perfectly squared up to the camera. We know how to do that. That is why also a lot of times it's not good for you to just take a picture on your wall and bring it into us to color balance. That's going to make it a lot more difficult because you have different lighting situations. You may have light coming in through the window. You may have tungsten light from the side table lamp, also making it square. A lot of times that just takes a lot of work. You need a lot of equipment for that, a tripod and some lights of the correct temperature. So we take it up to our studio, we put it up, we square it up, we square the camera to it, we balance the lighting, and then we can take the photograph and we take that in the largest size that we can. Then it comes down to me here in the fine art office. And what I need to do is try to get the original to match the duplication. And that takes a lot of steps. The only way to see how something is going to print is to print it. The paper is going to have an effect on your final result. For instance, on this, we are printing on a canvas. However, as you can see from this, the canvas does have a little bit of warmth to it, so that's going to affect how the color comes out. Also, every paper has a different printer profile that's telling the printer how much of each color to lay down. And that's going to be different for every paper that you possibly could think of. So, first of all, I make a test print just to see where I am and I compare it to this. Then I make an adjustment or a series of adjustments like this test print. I have a bunch of different columns here where I've got different levels of adjustments. Some of them may be color, some of them may be vibrance, some of them may be brightness. I'm just trying to figure out what I think I'm seeing on the print and how it's coming out on the paper. So I make a series of tests and then I try to jump to a test print of the final and I compare that and then I see, oh, what other adjustments do I need to make? So if you're an artist and you have a painting that you want to have duplicated, or you're an art lover, you have some art that you want to get duplicated, you could either come into the Icon Lab and talk to us about it, or online there is a form, a fine art form, where you can inquire about it. The best thing to do is to make an appointment with me, come in, bring your artwork, and then we can go over your options. How big is it? How big are you looking to reprint it? How long do you have? What does the process entail? On our end, we can explain that to you. We can go over the different paper options that you can choose from to get your final replication in your house. On this one, as you can see, we have a number of different tests, but there was another lab that had attempted to just do the color work and how it looked on the monitor. Unfortunately, even if you calibrate your monitor, that's not necessarily going to be what you get on the paper. Again, the only way to see how something is going to print is to print it. So they made adjustments, they got it looking how they thought that it would print well on their monitor, and then they sent it into print, and unfortunately it was very, very different. So then that company that was making those adjustments referred them to us so that we could fine-tune the painting and the colors and the brightness and try and figure out how to get an accurate representation. So with the tests, this was one of the initial tests. I needed to, this is just a section of the painting, but I needed to see how much detail there was in there, what was that color, and also see how is that color coming out. So then after I see this, I try to make some determinations on what needs to change. This is a bunch of color tests. I want to know how is it affecting the different elements in the painting or the different corners. And I have different amounts of color change. That's what this is. This is a brightness test, trying to figure out How bright do I need to go? How dark do I need to go? Do I need to add contrast? This was just a section, and then sometimes I cut them up just so that I can hold them next to the painting and say, okay, what is the difference between this and this? This looks like a pretty close test right there. Actually, that looked really good. I think I kept that. This was the same. I made a determination. I looked at this step test and said, okay, this looks right compared to the original. And then so I just made a whole thing. Holding the whole thing up, I'm thinking, okay, there's still some tweaks to be made. So then I moved on to the next one. I'm thinking this probably isn't exactly right either, but it's close. I think I'm really, really close. Maybe one more test. So that's kind of what it is. It's figuring it out. And unfortunately, I wish that it was something where I could just look at it on the monitor, and I calibrate my monitor like weekly, where what I'm seeing on the monitor is giving me what I'm going to see on the paper. But unfortunately, that's just not so.